Hey lovely people, welcome back once again to another episode of Stitches Biz Collection. I'm Miss Stitches. Today, let me share with you how to make the simple and easiest beaded bag. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Let's get started. Materials and the next bead. So you go through 2 beads, then you fix 3 on the left. So all you have to know is that you fix the beads on the left side of the fish line, then you cross with the right side of the fish line. If you are fixing the beads on the right side of the fish line, then always know you are going to cross with the left side of the fish line. That is the secret you have to know in making this bag. It's simple though, but confusing. And you have to also know that we are adding up to 6. So in every ring or every round circle you make, it has to add up to 6. So when you go through 2 beads, then you fix 3 beads to add it up to 6. And when you go through 1 bead, you add 4 beads to add it up to 6, as you can see in the video. So we are on our last but one round or circle. To get the exact size, those beads. Okay, so note that you can fix a new fish line, that is if you don't have enough fish line left. But if you have enough fish line, you can still continue using that one. Process fish line to the next bead, so the yellow and green bead there. Then we start end until we get to the last end. So we are at the last end now, and as you can see, our fish line is small, so you have to pass it through everything, and we are done with our first line. So we are about moving to the second part. So you are going to fix a new fish line, so you pass it through the next two beads. As you can see in the video, you jump the first one and go through the next two beads there. Make sure you have equal parts and fix 4 beads on the left again. So we are still going with the left side, that is where we fix the beads, then we cross with the right fish line. Then you go through the next 2 beads. Then you fix 3 beads on the left and cross with the right fish line. So we are still using the same method as we started with. So as you can see, I'm on the other end now and I'm fixing the. Then you still move on with the same method. So this is what we are doing throughout the making or the weaving of the cover. So we need to get something like a V shape or a triangle shape. That is what we are making now. So you just have to weave and the shape will form up for you. That is all. Tying it in between the beads, not on the beads, in between, so we'll be able to hide. We are doing for the handle, so you repeat the same process or you do the same thing so you get the required length you want. So this one you can make it as long as you want or as long as you are comfortable with. You can make it a short hand or you can make it a long handle. So I finally have the length I want, and I have to fix it on the other side to make the handle complete, or to make the handle. And we are done with our simple 6-sided beaded bag. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of my tutorials. Comment and share. Please follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you. See you in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.